topic number one. This is how you open up a great show. Marvel TV's Jeph Loeb accused of racial profiling and racism.
Massive racist.
Yep.
Racist.
Ooh.
Which, benefit of hindsight, I ain't surprised.
Not at all.
It makes a lot of sense. The guy who wrote Ultimatum, yeah, I can see it.
So here's the thing. Jeph Loeb, most of you that are listening to this will probably know who he is. Some of you might not. He's the guy that ran Marvel TV for Marvel, because it was a split Kevin Feige movies, Loeb TV. He's the guy that was in charge of, all the Netflix stuff, the ABC stuff, all that. And what happened was this past week, one of the actors in Daredevil, the Red Ninja Nobu,
Peter Shinkoda,
yep, who is actually Sean here from the show, who, does stuff with Mitch. He's actually friends with him. So, we were like, well, what's happening? And Sean was like, oh, yeah, there's things.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's out here.
What Peter said isn't even the beginning of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it because it's not my place to say it.
Uh-huh.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at it, but it's really bad. It's like how they actually even stayed on there.
Yeah, and Peter just first off to say, the simple thing he said is like, oh, I was supposed to be like in the Defenders, like the villain, Nobu, like I was gonna have a bigger role, and well, I was cut due to racial, because they were like, oh, well, Asians, nobody wants to see them on TV, and then even though they were featured in season 2, him, the actress that played Madame Gao and stuff, were overlooked by Jeph Loeb, and he didn't even invite them to the premiere.
Quote
overlooked, yeah.
It was like, yeah, no, they're not coming. That's crazy.
Honestly, that is really scummy. Like,
yeah.
That's.
And you can see like you're not just going to be racist against Asians. You're going to have it with other people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Luke Cage series. You can kind of figure out what was going on in there. You had Iron Fist. You can definitely figure out what was going on in there.
Yeah.
But what gets me is like 90% of the Marvel shows have Asians and people of color in it.
Uh-huh. Well,
Runaways has got Nikki. Shield literally focuses around Daisy, and May's a massive part of that show.
Yep.
It's like, what's going on? Like, what?
I still think there's holdover from, obviously there was the upper, we know Bob Iger, and we know ABC, who ABC produced the Netflix series and stuff. We know they always pushed for diversity, and they were at the helm being like, so I think they were making the calls, but obviously Loeb in charge of the situation and stuff was undermining them behind the scenes, which were definitely kind of getting that hint. And again, it's unfortunate that we get that news from the last couple of years, and now it starts to sort of paint a picture of more of why Kevin Feige would have wanted to stay away from all that. Like,
because you want to know why he didn't get Ghost Rider? Now you know.
Yep.
Absolutely, because of this. Absolutely. If Feige probably didn't know for certain, if he didn't know for certain, he probably had an inkling. He probably heard rumblings from people. It's probably why.
Yeah.
Probably why.
And again, that sucks because, like I've said before, I've met Jeph Loeb before, just at a New York Comic Con. The dude was really nice to me, open to talking. Like, he was just like, oh, cool, yeah, let's just, you literally stood aside with me and talked with me in, like, the middle of the floor because nobody recognized who he was. And I was like, dude, that is amazing. But, like, again, we see that people can be like this, and then you don't know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So, again, it's really terrible that this is how all this came out. And I hope more happens with this and we hear more, because I hope more actors also speak up on it as well, because there's so much.
I think they will. I think you're going to have a start in this is just going to snowball further and further.
I would hope so. It's just, it's terrible to see this is how they were treated, and especially, and people can tell me in the comments if they don't agree with this, but Nobu was amazing in Daredevil season 1.
Yeah. I don't know a single person. The only people I've seen speak out against Nobu are the ones that are defending a white man's career right now over the experience of an Asian actor, being like, well, he wasn't anything in the comics anyway. It's like, so
Yeah.
what does that matter?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, like perspective. Like it's a natural person we're talking about, not a fictional character in a book.
Mm-hmm.
But it's I don't like Nobu. He deserved more. He was fantastic as Nobu.
Yep.
You know, I've said it to people recently before. I liked having Sigourney Weaver in Defenders.
Yeah.
Like, I thought like just getting Sigourney Weaver in general was great, but at the expense of someone like that for what we could have had. Because let's be honest, it hurt the show.
Oh God, yeah.
It hurt the overall series. Like Nobu and the Hand having that arc just cut because they're Asian characters.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, no, it hurt the show. I'd rather have Sigourney Weaver somewhere else and actually flesh out the thing you've actually started to write.
And just so people understand, getting Sigourney Weaver on board a project takes literally months of discussions and a huge payday. She doesn't just do anything. Like,
nope.
We've known about, offers. She's been offered to come back for an Alien film, or to come back here for a TV series, or do a TV series, and she turns it away because she's just like, I'm not that interested, and also, the money was all right. It's like, dude, Fox was willing to shell out, according to some reports, like $15 million for her to come back for an Alien, and she was like, no. So just imagine that. Like, that blows my mind how much Marvel TV might have spent. And then this makes me look at the other reports of Jeph Loeb siphoning money away from other projects like Inhumans and Iron Fist to make other things possible. Makes me look at those reports that we were on before, like, no. I'm starting to think.
It's completely changed my perspective on everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Completely changed it. It's just like, wow. Like, it was definitely a Pearl Matter holdover.
Oh God, yeah.
Definitely.
I could see how Perlmutter wanted him to push more stuff forward while he just had a thumb on and everything Marvel, until Kevin Feige was like, no.
This is mine now.
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate news we had with Marvel this week. I just hope something happens with this. I hope more people come out and speak out about it, and I hope things are made right with some of these actors.
I hope Disney does an internal investigation, and I think people should be pressing them to do an internal investigation.
Yeah.
And get his name off everything.
Yeah.
Completely discredit him from every project and every book he's ever done.
I mean,
yeah. Even like comic writers are coming out and being like, like, not surprising. Giving out their examples is crazy. Like, it's been happening.
Well, we've seen some stuff, and there was a few comic writers that posted a few things. A bunch of them got deleted.
Yeah.
But oh boy, was Jeph Loeb a shady sounding figure.
Yeah. So if you're a little old lady, stay away from Jeph Loeb.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't like you whatsoever.
Do not go near him.
Dude is a piece of work.
So yeah, that's our first topic there. If you guys have any thoughts on this, let us know how you feel about it, and of course, what do you think they should do with Jeph Loeb? If they can do anything, because we understand he's probably been removed from everything Marvel, but we don't know. So I'm
saying he's like Perlmutter. He's still there, but it's kind of in name only.
Yeah,
like he can't really do anything. But if this carries on, and Disney they do an investigation, they'll be like, yeah, he's done. He's out.
Yeah. So
just please don't question. Why do you wait years? Like, there's contracts in place. They can't come out and smear the show.
Yeah.
Or people work the show while they're working on it. So that's why it takes years.
Right, and I mean, imagine how it's gonna sound if here comes Hellstrom, Jeph Loeb. Wait, isn't that the Hellstrom?
Hellstrom was dead in the rival anyway.
Oh, of course it is, but it's going to be deader if he's attached to it and all over, and he's got to do interviews about it. So you're just gonna. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna quiet him up for a bit, and we're not gonna hear.
Have you seen that meme someone's made of Shield, and it's on Daisy, and it's like a list of different screenshots. And she's smiling, and as it goes down, the smile goes. As that smile goes, Jeph Loeb's name appears in the credits.
Oh.
And it's like, if an editor timed that, well done. That's fantastic.
That's perfect.
Subliminal messaging has been there the entire time.
That is perfect. Perfect.